Go live, live, live. Holy moly. Holy moly. What's going on, everybody? Whoa, my phone's going off. Here we go. Let's try that again. Hello, everybody. What is going on? It is Thursday, and I am Paramount USA, and you are at Lindy's Treehouse. And I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my phone is singing to me because it's saying it's time for a show. Hello, my chatters. We got Will Fly and Bill H are in the house already in the tree house. So excited. I'm so excited. Scuba Vape, Scooby Doo's in the house. I got to mark y'all down in my book. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I've been super stoked about the show tonight because it is almost Christmas. 7 days away. It's my 79th show tonight, and I just get to celebrate life with all of you tonight, and I'm super, super happy. So welcome, welcome. Come on up. Come on up. And Bill says, where did Bill go? You said blue skies? Did Bill leave me already? Oh, no, he's there. He's saying hi to everybody. Yes, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yes, I have my fancy Christmas, ugly, pretty Christmas sweater on tonight, and another one of my Santa hats. Yes, of many, because like I said, when I used to work at Home Depot, every year I would pick up a new Santa hat. And so thank God I saved them all, because the Santa hats they have now are made pretty cheesy, So, yeah, seems that way anyway. Let me see here. I can see me, but it's got a little bunk on it. Oh, there we go. Okay, it should go off. There we go. Sorry, I'm messing with my phone as usual, and then it froze, and here we go. So now my phone's going to be a little delayed, but welcome, everybody. I've been writing all afternoon. My morning, I had to start out early morning because I had an appointment, and I am not a morning person at all. Yeah, it is cold. You're right, Scooby-Doo. It's cold. It's like 44 right now. So I had an appointment this morning, and I was going to take my little bus, but I went outside in the alley that's right outside my apartment. I go down, out my apartment door, and there was like an alley where, cars go back and forth through there. And it was really a mess. And I was afraid I was going to like freaking fall on my butt, walking to get to the end of the driveway to get on the bus. So I messaged my son. I showed him the alley, and he's like, oh, no, we're not having any of that. He goes, you cancel that bus ride. I'll come get you. I'll take you to your appointment. So bless his heart. And then he's going to take me tomorrow, too, for some other things. And there you go. What a way to end the year, right? But, man, I am not used to getting up early. It has been a long freaking day. I don't know how you all do it, getting up early like that. Now, when I worked at Home Depot for 30-some years, when I first started there, my schedule was all over the place, and then as time went on, I got a set schedule, and then I had to be in the doors by probably walk in the door by quarter to 6, and I had to be up front right at 6 o'clock. So my morning started very early because I'd get up at 3:30 and have my coffee and everything, because I'm not one just to get up, jump out of bed and get out the door. I just can't do that. So I always have to, the girls, we girls have to do our hair and everything. And my hair is just kind of looking like what today was. Today was a long day, but it was a good day. So now we've got some other storm stuff brewing tomorrow. It's supposed to get super windy. So I'm glad that my son is coming to, pick me up so I don't blow in the air like Mary Poppins, right? You don't want to do that. So welcome. So Bill H was the first one in the chat. So he gets the fancy wancy Christmas chair in the treehouse tonight. I have all kinds of snacks up there for you. Grab those fancy wancy bean bags and we'll get the show started. I'm just really super happy to have you all here tonight. We probably won't do a spinny wheel tonight. We'll just kind of give that a rest. Scooby, did you get your sticker? And Bill H should be getting his sticker any day, your paraglidingtalk.com sticker. I don't know, were you getting socks too, Scooby? I can't remember. I lose track. I really lose track. I know Greg Laney got his, I sent his package out. Oh, good, Scooby. Good. I'm glad it got there. Yeah. I finally, my daughter-in-law actually stopped at the post office Sunday night and I mailed everything. Okay, no socks. I don't think I mailed you any socks. I'm trying to think who. I think it was Greg Laney was getting the socks, the Christmas socks. So, but I don't think you're supposed to get any. I think it was just the sticker that Munchkin wanted and said she was going to give it to you. I'll give it to you, whatever. The paragliding talk. Bill H should be getting his sticker. So I got notes here. Walter's the one that I'm supposed to send socks to, but that's not going to happen until after Christmas. Walter, not till after Christmas because it's too crazy. Yeah, I finally got that package figured out at my son. Ryan helped me put the correct package, put the correct stamps, enough stamps on there for Greg Laney's package. That's why the mailman wouldn't pick it up because I only had 4 stamps on there and I guess it needed more. And my son, he's got something on his phone where he can print out, mailing labels and stuff. So he took care of all that for me. He's awesome. I love you, Ryan. I love Robert too. They both take care of their mama. I'm very, very blessed. Very blessed. So y'all get your Christmas shopping done. Put yes or no in the chat if you got your Christmas shopping done. I have not. And I know there's a lot of you out there in YouTube land that do your shopping year round, but I'm not that fancy. I can't, yeah. Mr. Bill said nope. And Scooby said yes. And Will Fly said he's all done. Well, look at you. Wowee. Will Fly, he's getting his new puppy dogs. Christmas Eve. That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. I really am. I think that's so totally cool. They're such good company, aren't they? We love our fur babies. And and then Miss Molly, she was being like a total brat tonight. She was like swatting at me when I'm trying to get on the desk. I'm setting everything up. So I called her. I'm going to say it. I called her a little shit. I did. I'm going to say it right now. Yeah, she was being, and Scooby, you know how these kiddies are, how they get these little attitudes, and she's just like me. And I'm like, no, this is my desk, not yours. Will Fossa just got back from taking little Yovi to the vet and received a Christmas miracle. You did? That's awesome, Will Fly. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. That is so cool. I love to hear good things. I love to hear good news. I think that's awesome. That's awesome. So all my listeners and my YouTubers out there and my chatters and everybody, come on in. Come on in the Treehouse. We're going to have a good time tonight. I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse. And I'm here every Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be no show on Christmas here. So I will see y'all probably New Year's Day. Thinking about probably doing a show. I'm going to see how New Year's Day rolls out. But I'm thinking New Year's Day. So y'all let me know. What do you think? Should I do New Year's Day? I think it would be, it'd be fun. If not, we can move it another week, right? Instead of New Year's Day. So, yeah, I've been writing my notes and everything. Will Fly said she went from dying of stage 4 kidney failure to having numbers that were 100% perfect. I am blessed. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome, Will Fly. I'm glad your doggy's doing good. Yay. That's awesome. Yes, I have one glove on tonight because protect my hand, when I'm doing stuff, because Miss Molly sometimes likes to get her little claw on my hand. So I got to, protect it sometimes. Protected, not like she doesn't attack me or anything, but it's just good to have this, have it on here or whatever. So yes, miracle dog, super dog for sure. Oh my gosh. Hi, Munchkin. Love you, girl. Love you, girl. Got all my big hair going tonight. It's been a long day. Like I said, I've been up. I've been up all day. I'm not used to being like up all day. Welcome, Cowboy. I'm writing everybody down. And we got Munchkin and we got Cowboy. Cowboy in the house. I'm excited. I'm so happy to have y'all here. I'm kind of trying to get in the Christmas spirit and all that stuff. I know tomorrow we're supposed to get like major wind, I'm hoping the power doesn't go out like it did last time, and I hope we don't get any ice storms or anything like that, like we did in March, right? It's terrible, terrible, terrible. I got all my notes ready. I got my news to me. We're going to do a little trivia. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So welcome, everybody. Let's get comfortable, right? Yeah, let's get comfortable. Get comfortable in that treehouse. Yes, I was just going to say that, John. Sad day for NASCAR. Yes, I've been had the TV on, on the TV on all day, and Greg Biffle, I can't believe this whole family is gone. And it just shows you, Scuba said, I was thinking about that, 3 wiener dogs in one house. Jeez. Yep. Yes. R.I.P. Munchkin said Biffle. Very sad. Very sad. And, and it just shows you when it's your time to go, it doesn't matter how rich you are, or how poor you are, or whatever, when it's your time to go. And that's why life is so precious now. Life is so precious. And every day I just embrace it, whether it's a good day or a bad day, right? But prayers to the families of Greg Biffle. They were supposed to go to the Bahamas for Christmas or something. They're on the way to Florida, but they're still not sure. They're still not sure exactly what happened. If the wing hit a bird, if it was a bird, or if it hit a tree. Very sad. Very, very sad. Munchkin said, someone said on Facebook, at least they got to walk through the gates together. That's right. That's right. That's right, Munchkin. Yes. I thought about that too. That the whole family went together, even though it hurts. It's a huge loss for the NASCAR family. It really is. I mean, who would have thought, who would have thought that was going to happen? Yeah, it's really sad. Really, really sad. Don't mind my phone. It's my new little, when I get emails or whatever, or YouTube, it'll go off. It just tells me that I have somebody's messaged me or whatever. It's all good. At least it's a pretty sound, right? At least it's like real sound. It's not like annoying. Let's see. Cowboy says, was watching ADSB data, rough ride. Oh, you mean you talk about the plane? Oh, with the plane ride? With the plane crash? It's very sad. Yeah, I had that in my notes too. So yeah, so my show, I'm on number 79th show already, peeps. And it's all, I have to thank all of you. It's because of you that you, remember like Raymond? You. He used to say that all the time. yeah, it's all because of all you that I still have my show, because otherwise I'd be sitting here talking to myself. So I'm just super, super excited. I got to show you something really quick, and then we're going to get the show started. I had to make sure Molly wasn't gonna. She finally, I gave her a treat, so now I think she's crashed out. But check this out. See, since we're talking Christmas, this Santa Claus is very special to me. It's probably as old as I am. My mom always had this hanging on the banister when I was growing up. The banister going upstairs. She always decorated every year, and is he not the cutest ever? And when I was at the house, I guess it was I don't know. I was at the house 2021 when I first moved to Michigan, and we were going through some stuff, and I asked if I could have it. So, because I do collect Santas, but unfortunately, because of the cat, I can't bring the Santas out because she would eat everything. She eats plastic and whatever she can. So, yeah. So, is he cute or is he cute? I just love it. I just love him. So, yeah, we're going to be talking Santa Claus things tonight. Christmas things. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. But look at all the detail. Look at the belt. Got the belt on them, and so cool. I got a Santa Claus that's like 3 feet tall. He's really cool, but he's put away or whatever. But yeah, so just thought I would share my little Santa. Yeah, Munchkin says we have plastic eater too. Yes, yeah. Yeah, you saw what happened when I had my pom-pom, right? Live and learn. And she was eating the streamers, and she got so sick that night, it scared the heck out of me. I thought, oh, can't do that no more. So this was actually, I had this sitting up on my baker's rack all day so that Molly wouldn't mess with them. So, yes, he's pretty cool. So, yeah, this thing's like this is probably about 70 years old, as old as me, or maybe older, I'm not sure, but it brings back a lot of memories. So I'm glad I got to, I'm glad I got to bring him up and share Santa with y'all. So cool. So let's start the show. What do you think? I got my notes here and everything, and we're just going to move it right along. You know how I roll. And I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm live. This is it. Okay, so whatever you see, this is what you get, right? Flyer Bill says, I'm watching Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Oh, that's cool. I love that. Yeah, I watched Miracle on 34th Street, the original one. I watched it last week. I love it. I'm going to watch it again because it's free. I can watch some free movies on my YouTube, so it's pretty cool. So, all right, I'm going to read my little opening. I got my little notes here, and we're going to get started. Hello, my wonderful Treehouse family. Climb on up. It's pre-Christmas time. The tree is glowing. The snow is falling outside in our dreams. I think we've got enough. The snow's really melted now. And we're all here for the joy, wonder, and anticipation. So glad you're here. To count down to Christmas is on the branches are strung with lights, and the vibes are pure. Holiday sparkle. Who's ready for some festive fun tonight? Yes. Will Fly says, growing up, I used to love watching Rudolph and Frosty. I know. Frosty the Snowman? Yes. Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul. Okay, so let's see. No, we don't want to read those. That's my closing my cue cards. That's all the closing stuff. So we'll just leave the closing on this side. And we are going to start the show because I have all these fun notes for everybody. And then we're going to do a little trivia, some Christmas trivia. And then you know what? The very last thing before we close the show, I am going to read to you, to everybody, The Night Before Christmas. Yes, I'm going to read The Night Before Christmas. I wrote it all down today. A lot of writing. I did a lot of writing this afternoon with one eye open because I'm like, how do people get up so early? I've been like so tired all day. So, all right. We are going to do New News to Me. All right. You know how I do that. Yes. Here we go. I don't want to see the latest comment on Facebook. They're like messaging me. I'm busy. I have a show to do here, peeps, don't I? Yes. So climb up in that treehouse, grab a blanket and snacks, and let's get it started. Will Fly says, Scooby, you got to teach her how to use dictation on her phone. I don't know. I'd rather have you guys tell me how to do the words. All right. Here we go. New news to me. All right. A skydiver in Australia was left dangling at 15,000 feet after his parachute became entangled on the plane's wing. The skydiver managed to cut himself free and landed safely. Can you imagine? I saw the video. It's the videos on YouTube. Y'all got to check it out. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Yes, that parachute wing did get caught on the wing, on the plane. You know, the wings, the plane's wing, the wing's plane, plane's wing, whatever you call it. Yes. So talk about panic, right? But I guess he tried not to panic because that could have been like went way bad, right? Way bad. That's why you won't see me jumping out of an airplane anytime soon. I don't think so. That I would be like, I don't know. That'd be really bad. My little body out there, jumping out of an airplane. So that's crazy. Okay, here we go. We got a father and son duo, David and Jeremy Rush, set a Guinness World Record for the fastest sandwich made by a team of two blindfolded, no hands, in July 2025, creating a ham, cheese, butter, and tomato sandwich in just 36.50 seconds, beating the previous record of 40.17 seconds. This was the boy was a boy and his dad. So he was the boy was 9 years old, and it said one person blindfolded while the other directed him without using his own hands. They went through several loaves of bread. So that's crazy, right? That's crazy. Yeah. So can you imagine? I have to look at that video and see how they did that. But, people are crazy. They do. The Guinness World Records are just the funniest things to read because people do just about anything to do a world record, right? So, that was pretty funny to see that. And like I said, I need to check out the video of that one. So, pretty cool, right? Then we have, this is crazy. This is crazy, peeps. A pregnant woman gave birth in a Waymo in San Francisco while on the way to the hospital. Waymo remote rider support team detected unusual activity during her ride to the hospital Monday night and initiated a call to check on the woman and contacted 911. Oh my gosh. I cannot. The poor thing. She's by herself. It's so sad. Yeah, totally, be sitting in the back, ready to give birth or whatever in a Waymo. And they showed the video of the vehicle just going on the road by itself. Have you ever been in those vehicles yet? Anybody in the chat? The Waymo, right? That's how they say it. The Waymo. Waymo. Is it Waymo? It has to be Waymo, not Waymo. Waymo would be like talking about a cow or something. No, Bill says, heck no. You would not catch me riding one of those. And they're all over Vegas, peeps. They are all over Vegas. Yeah, Munchkin said, nope, I never will. I just can't. I can't imagine what even made her think to go in one of those. You know, it's Waymo and Temu. There's no way I'd go. Yeah. I mean, they showed the video and there's nobody driving it. And they said that they're having issues with these vehicles because they were running red lights or running the stop signs, and they're trying to fix that. And, but there's no way. I guess a lot of people use them in Vegas during, when they're down in Vegas, going to casinos and stuff. They're pretty packed. You see them all over in the videos and stuff, but no way I wouldn't get in there. So a red fox got stuck between the wooden fence outside a Virginia home, had to be rescued by an animal service officer. So poor red fox. Red Fox. Wasn't that a show? Or wasn't that a name of an actor or something? Red Fox? What was it? What was his name? Red Fox. I'm doing trivia here. Yeah, I'm picturing it. It was an actor. I think an actor, and his name was Red Fox. That's what makes me think of it. Sanford and Sons. That's right, Will Fly. Good trivia. I love trivia. Yep, Sanford and Son. That's right. He was pretty funny, wasn't he? Sanford and Son was a good show. Yep. Cowboy said same thing. I know, that was the best. That was a funny show. I mean, yes. Okay, I can still picture him, with wasn't he the one that would collect all kinds of garbage stuff or whatever, or worked for garbage? He was garbage collector or something. LOL, who's Samson? Well, there's Samson and Goliath in the Bible. Samson and Son. Yes. Okay, so the next one is a bus driver in Australia saved a koala bear that was running across the road. That'd be me. I'd be running down. I would jump out of that bus and I would run and catch that koala and I'd probably take him home. So he did save the koala. The bus driver saved the koala. So that's what matters, right? Because we all love our koalas. I'm going to test myself and see how long I can sit still in this chair. Okay. So I'm going to see. Maybe I can do a Guinness World Record. A bad spelling at the res school I went to, John said. Elizabeth, this is the big one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I used to say that, right? Yeah, Elizabeth, this is the big one. Yep. I'm trying to be really subtle with my chair. Yeah, I'm barely moving it. I'm trying to be, kind of. It's hard. It's hard to sit still. It is. Anybody that knows me, yes, I don't sit still for very long. So we have and then in a Colorado HOA neighborhood made someone take down a massive 28-foot tall inflatable Santa. Bah humbug, right? Will Fly said, just be yourself. Thanks, Will Fly. All right. I know, I love my desk chair. So Molly, you saw what the back of my chair looks like. But she wants to get my attention. She claws the back of my desk chair. She's a bad girl. Now, would you be mad if you had a somebody in your neighborhood had a 28-foot inflatable Santa Claus in their front yard? Would that bother you? Because I think the HOA they're a bunch of bah humbugs anyway. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I don't think it would bother me if it. Now, what would bother me if somebody had a big like lighting display, but it played music all night long. Oh, there I go with the song, the music all night long. That's a good song. That's a good jam song, right? All night long, do all night long. That is the best. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head. Do 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 do. See, people are getting on. Go, yeah, sing a line. Let's see. Wait. Munchkin said, "No, it wouldn't bother me. I'm sad. My neighborhood took down his giant skeleton." Do 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 do. That's such a good song. That if that don't get you jamming, get up in the morning, right? All night long, all night long. Okay, so yeah, it wouldn't bother me either if they had the big Santa in the front yard. So HOAs, I lived in HOAs, and it was never again, never again. I told you I had my doggies, and we first moved in. We had when I lived in Arizona, there was around their yard. All they had was 4-foot fence. 4-foot fences going around the yard. Will Fly said some HOAs have trouble with you flying an American flag. They're ridiculous. That's true. That's true, Will Fly. Well, when we moved in the house, there was it was a nice fence backyard, but it was 4-foot fencing that went all around the yard, right? Well, I had 2 Australian Shepherd mixed dogs, and they were puppies when we got them. They were puppies. But soon the puppies learned how to jump over the fence. Yes. And especially my Max at the Rainbow Bridge, my Max, he was so beautiful. He was such a good boy. He was like my dog. He was my dog. But Max was so goofy. He would jump over the 4-foot fence, right? And the neighbor behind us, good thing the neighbor was a good neighbor or whatever. They're hard to find there. But he would jump over the fence, and then he didn't know how to jump back. So right, like only 2 houses away was a cul-de-sac. So he literally could run through their yard and run over to the cul-de-sac and run all the way to the house. And I would let him in the house, in the front door, or whatever. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. He was such a good boy, but they were escape artists. So anyway, we had to get a permit to put up a 6-foot fence. And then we even put those slats, which were not cheap. Privacy, fencing, the slats, because we put the chain link up because, the wooden fence in Arizona, they don't last very long, After a few summers of 115 degrees, those fence slats, they dry out. So we just use chain link, but we had to get an HOA. Yeah, we had to call the HOA to get a permit to make sure it was okay to put a 6-foot fence around the yard and to put the privacy fence, because we were getting letters from HOA about our dogs. And the only time my dogs would bark on the outside is because, they hear something, right? They're there to protect the property. That's what they were there for. And, they would bark if they heard somebody, maybe next door doing work or whatever. They were just doing their job. And we'd get letters all the time, about the dogs barking, your dog. And finally, I went around. I was mad because I wanted to find out who was doing this, because they won't tell you, And so I started knocking on doors to find out who kept complaining about the dogs, and let's take care of it, And lo and behold, yeah, they found out. It was like a 90-year-old lady. Yes, it was me. Yes, it was me. Okay, Bill said he'll be right back. I'm the one that's been complaining about your dogs. You need to do something. I go, we did. We put a fence up. If you don't like to hear the barking or whatever, then go in your house, you know? So it was a mess. Yeah, it was a mess. So that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, so this is a cute story. I think I finished all my little official records and all that. Let me see. The father and son, the skydiver. I'm going back on my note. Yes. Yep. All right. So these are I've got funny dog. It's animal stories, right? Real short animal stories. This is called The Wedding Day Usher. A golden retriever named Freya served as the usher at her owner's wedding. Everything was perfect until midway through the ceremony, she decided to poop right on the lawn. And they took pictures. The photographer took pictures, got it perfectly framed in the photos. Everybody was laughing. Well, you gotta go, right? Poor dog. He was probably nervous. He was nervous. He had to be the usher, That's a big responsibility for a dog. So golden retrievers are the sweetest dogs ever. I mean, if I would ever get a dog, I would definitely get a golden retriever. I had a retriever mix. I think I told you guys about that. A retriever mix when I first with Ryan and Robert's dad. Greg Laney. Hi, Greg Laney. He said, we're a little late decorating the tree, but I'm here intermittently. What's up, peeps? Everybody say hi to Greg Laney. What's up, Greg? I hope you get your package soon. Now that we straightened everything out on the mailing label, you should get it. You should get it pretty soon. But yeah, all my Christmas cards are out. Oh yeah. Munchkin, you got my Christmas card, right? Because I believe I sent a Christmas card out to y'all too. That's what I was thinking of. The Christmas card and then the paragliding talk sticker. Yeah, both of those. So anyway, yeah, I was telling you about my retriever that I had. He was all black. He was beautiful. And Munchkins, I think so. I might be losing my mind, but I swear I wrote a Christmas card out for you guys. But maybe you'll get it late. Maybe you'll get it later. Yeah, because the sticker, I think. Yeah, I mailed them all at the same time. So you'll probably get them. You'll probably get it. Get my Christmas card or whatever. But yeah, I had the best. My dog, my retriever dog. He was really a good boy. He was really a good boy. They're very sweet. Okay, so then we got this is for Cowboy. When I saw this, I thought of Cowboy because he has birds. He has a parrot, right? So the Swearing Parrots, a wildlife park in the UK, had 5 African gray parrots named Billy, Eric, Tyson, Jade, and Elsie. Had to be separated because they were encouraging each other to swear profusely at visitors. So Munchkin said, yes, we got it. Was still with the rest of the mail. Thank you. You're welcome, Munchkin. I love you guys. You've done so much. Done so much for me. You all like family to me. You really are. I just want you to know that. You're really like family. Yeah, so these African gray, I thought of this and I'm like, Munchkin, that's what you need sitting in your office, an African gray. I bet, can you imagine the vocabulary on that bird all day? If you're just, Yep. John said, Cowboy says, my gray swears all day. My African gray that I had, Katie, her name was Katie Bird. She didn't swear. But she could, talk up a storm. Did you get it? Cooking dinner? Drinking coffee? Yep. Munchkin says, oh, Lord. Can you imagine all day long? Yeah, she had my Katie Bird. She was fun. Greg says, is saying hi to everybody. Go ahead and put a Christmas emojis in the chat, peeps. I want to see those Christmas emojis. Because after tonight, then yeah, I won't have a show till after Christmas. So you let me know if you want to if I should do a show New Year's Day. If y'all be home and everything, it'll be at the evening, obviously. But if y'all going to be home, just relaxing or whatever, something to do, right? On New Year's Day night. Yeah, New Year's Day night, not New Year's, not during the day, obviously, because I do the night show, right? The night show. I miss the old night show. Don't mind me? Live TV, drop things. Sometimes you burp, sometimes you do other things, it's live TV. So now we have the surfing otter. Nickname Otter. His nickname was Otter 8441. Became famous for stealing surfboards from riders and paddling around on them like a pro. So that story never gets old, does it? I love that. The otters are the cutest thing ever, though, aren't they? They're so fun. They are so fun. So I thought that was a cute story. So I'm really enjoying my show tonight. I was super excited to have y'all. It's like and then like when you host a show, right? And then you're watching the clock and you're like, okay, yeah, and you all know, even peeps out there that maybe used to do shows, do the streams and all that stuff. And you're looking at the clock and you're like, okay, it's only 6 o'clock. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. All right, I got 3 hours yet, before I could, before my show starts. And it was a very long afternoon, because I got home from my appointment probably about 12:30ish, something like that, my appointment this morning. So, it was sad though. It was really sad. This morning, my neighbor downstairs, she comes and knocks on the door and she was like in tears and like, what's going on, And we get cats, stray cats here and there. You'll see them running through the parking lot, they're trying to catch mice or whatnot. And there was a gray cat that I'd see around that probably lived, on the next block. And the cat was laying in the alleyway right by the porch, by my neighbor's porch downstairs. She's got a cute little porch. The cat was dead. I don't know if it looked like it got hit. So I'm thinking the dude downstairs, he leaves at 5 a.m, right? And maybe he didn't see the cat, laying there, or I don't know. We had I have an awning right out my window, right out over my window, a huge awning. And when it gets cold and we get snow and everything, the ice, and Munchkin and everything with the snow and all that, the icicles get really huge. And sometimes if these come down, they can hurt you, if one comes loose there. I remember a couple of times last year, those icicles would fall and it would shake the house, or just like the snow. We'd have a lot of snow on my awning, and that snow would start melting and it would come off, in chunks, because it would be hanging off that awning, big chunks of snow. And when the snow would start melting, oh my gosh, yeah, that snow would just hit the ground and scare the crap out of me. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, the poor kitty, I don't know whose cat it was or whatever, looked like a gray cat. And Ralphie, those icicles have been known to kill people. Yes. Very scary, yes. And they were giant there were giant icicles or whatever, even the big snow comes sliding out. Even at my son's house, right? They have little awnings off their kitchen window, whatever, and off the porch and the front porch or whatever. And there's been a couple times where we've been sitting there in the kitchen and that snow or whatever slides out, big chunks of snow come sliding off the awning. Bam! Just shake the house. The cats would jump up in the air, scare me. It's crazy, but God rest his little soul, the kitty cat. I'm so sad. We were so sad. I mean, it was really because, with all the rain and stuff, there was a puddle. There was just like a little ditch, because we have somebody that does the snow plowing now, and he doesn't do a very good job. Anyway, it's making ruts in the alley, right? And now it's like water's in there, and the water was dripping off, melting off my awning, and it was dripping on that poor kitty. It was very sad. So he's not hurting anymore, but anyway, I had to share that this morning. I was like, no, not the kitty. All right, we're going to move right along here to the monkey selfie. So this monkey at the zoo was in Indonesia, grabbed a photographer's camera and took a series of grinning selfies. And it went viral, sparking a huge copyright debate. So Judy, my sister Judy, sis is in the house. Hi, sis. Sad story, sis. I'm watching Santa Claus Coming to Town. Cheer up. So that's cool because Bill H was watching it too. Everybody's watching it. That's cool. Well, I had to share the kitty story, from this morning. But yeah, that's my sis. See, Bill says, me too. He's watching it. He's watching Santa Claus. I know I would have to look that up on my YouTube or maybe Tubi, my Tubi TV. I probably could watch it. But yeah. So yeah, the silly doing silly selfies. The monkey was doing silly selfies. Oh, with Fred Astaire. Oh, that one. That's such a cute movie. That is such a cute movie. I love it. I just don't do Hallmark movies. I don't do Hallmark movies, Christmas Hallmark movies. It's like, because they're so fake, I'm sorry, but love no. That's fantasy world, Oh, I'm going to meet my forever person, and, we're going to run away in the snow. We're going to jump on we're going to jump on a snowmobile and ride into the sunset on the snowmobile. How romantic, right? Not. You know me. Don't even get me started on this romance. I say shit. CHIT. Yes. Don't even get me started on that. So, anyway, the funny monkey, right? Funny monkey. Not the funky monkey. All right, the last one. Yep. Big cat poop for sale. So, Greg Lane says, Greg, now you've ruined the outcome of the Hallmark movie I was planning to watch. They drove away in the sunset in a snowmobile. Yeah, right. Yes. Mine would show up on a unicorn. Yeah. Mine would show up on a unicorn with a walker attached to it or something, right? There'd be a guy on a unicorn with a walker all tied to it. So when he'd get off, he'd have to use his walker to come see me, That's life. I'm just being real, A German, I went back here. Let me see. Oh, yeah. A German circus once sold jars of lion and tiger poop as a pest deterrent. Apparently, it scares off smaller animals. So I guess people will start going crazy over it. Sis says, Hallmark, every woman's dream come true, meeting a perfect man, always at a tree farm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, sis. Yeah, she knows. At the dang tree farm. Oh, please, right? Right? Oh, please. No, yeah, that's just crazy. Judy's laughing. I love my sister. She's the best. She's the best. Man, sisters are the best, you know. I can call her. We can talk, like, I'll talk to her, like, maybe a couple times during the week. And every time we do talk, we talk for hours. We talk for hours. Talk about everything, don't we, sisters? She's my bestie. She is my bestie. Everybody needs a bestie sister. Okay, a bestie brother. Y'all need a bestie brother too, right? So, yeah, I put that one picture on Facebook, the one with me and Dennis and Johnny. I was sitting at my little table. Evidently, I got that little table, kitchen table set for Christmas. So Johnny was sitting. Oh yeah, Judy says, and they're always wearing high heels in the snow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's so fake. So fake. So fake. So I got sidetracked again because I'm reading the chat here or whatever. Okay, so we already did that one. What was I talking about? See what happens? I'm a squirrel. I am a squirrel. I got sidetracked. I did. Oh yeah, I was talking about when that picture I had on Facebook, and it's a picture of me sitting on my little table, my little kitchen table. I guess I got a little kitchen set. And Johnny is sitting on top of the table, my brother, and I'm sitting down, and it looks like I'm talking as usual. And the Dennis is sitting across from me, and he looks, did you see that picture, sis? And he looks totally bored. And Dennis, I go, Dennis, you look, and I put in the chat, Dennis, you look so excited. And he goes, yeah, and there's you with your mouth open as usual, or something like that. I'm like, dang. I'm like, dang. So, because it did look like I was trying to say something or whatever, demanding. I was probably demanding whatever, you know, but it's pretty funny. Pretty funny. So, what else I got here? I'm looking at my notes. Okay, we already did all those. So we're moving right along. This is a really good show. I hope you're all enjoying it. I hope you're all enjoying it. Because I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, if you're watching, lurkers, my YouTubers, make sure that you're subscribing. Hit the notification button so you don't miss a show, right? And hit the like button, peeps. Dang, hit that dang like button, okay? It only takes 1 second. Boop. There you go. Boop. There you go. Boop. So, yeah, so tomorrow, the weather's supposed to be kind of crazy. It looks like the wind's going to start picking up tonight. They said right about 10 o'clock. So I'm hoping that we don't lose power, you know. But that's why I have my son pick me up tomorrow to my appointment, because I don't know, blow away and be like Mary Poppins, right? All right. So, you know, I'm going to read The Night Before Christmas on the last thing before we call it a night. Who wants to do Christmas trivia? Pretty fun. Christmas trivia. Pretty fun. Oh yeah, I'm looking, keeping making everything. I got my closing on this side, and then this one. Okay. All right. So real quick, who decorates the Christmas tree at your house? Will Fly said 67 here tomorrow. Nice. Very nice. Greg Laney, oh, you do the Christmas, so you decorate the Christmas tree? You know, I remember, and Judy knows, when I was growing up, Mom always waited to decorate the tree when we were all in school. She was no dummy, right? And we come home and the Christmas tree would all be decorated with that freaking tinsel, right? And you would find that tinsel in the vacuum cleaner, and the vacuum cleaner would smell like pine needles, right? Because Dad would drag the Christmas tree through the front door. You weren't allowed to drag it through the house, so my dad would bring it through the front door. Isn't that funny? And then the front door, growing up, that'd be only for company. In the front door, we'd use that front door for company, and the side door was just for us to use, like us kids to use, I guess, something like that. We had the side door and the front door, and then of course we had the other door off the sunroom too. So either way, we'd get in trouble for leaving the door open and get flies in the house and stuff, But I just remember my daddy, we'd go and pick out the tree at the nursery. It was a live tree, and then we'd bring it through the front door. The first night, I remember when he'd bring the Christmas tree home, we had to keep it. We kept it in the garage, right, so that it could open up. Make sure that it's supposed to get bitterly cold here tomorrow. See, flyer bill says 73. But my dad would bring the tree home, and he put it in the garage. I guess put it in the garage so the tree could kind of open up, because when you first get the tree, right, they have to bind it up. They have to wrap it up or whatever, to get it home. Maybe put it on top of the car or something. So my dad, they put it in the garage and take all the twine off the tree and let it sit in the garage for a couple of days. And then it was pretty exciting. You could go to the garage, and my dad would drag it all the way down the driveway, across the lawn, and up, on the porch, the front porch, into the house. And then I remember Mom and Dad would, and the tree, of course, would scratch the heck out of you, but it smelled so good. I can still, when we vacuum or whatever, the tree would, the vacuum cleaner bag, because, you had the Hoover vacuum cleaner, would smell like pine needles. I miss that smell. I totally miss that smell. So I remember working at Home Depot, working garden center, and people were paying for their Christmas trees, and the wind would shift, and it would come, I could smell it when I was at the register, and it would smell so good. So little Christmas, Did you all have a live tree when you were growing up? Did everybody always have a live tree, or did you have a fake one? I don't remember us ever having a fake tree. Now in Arizona, yes, I always had fake trees because it's so dry in Arizona, right? And you don't want to burn the house down or whatever. And I remember they had a Christmas tree drop off. But some people are lazy, and they would just leave their tree in the middle of the parking lot instead of, taking it to the drop off. I just remember that when I worked at Home Depot. So crazy. All right, y'all ready for Christmas trivia? Because like I said, before we close the show, I'm going to read you the night before Christmas. Pretty excited about that. And I had to do it. I had to do it. If I would have been out at the thrift stores, I probably would have looked for the book. So Will Fly says, bring it on. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Okay. What popular Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? What popular Christmas beverage is also known as milk punch? I never heard it as milk punch. I never heard that. Eggnog. Ding, 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 ding. For 10 points. Good job, Will Fly. Will Fly guessed it first. Eggnog. You eggnog. Eggnog. Yep. Eggnog. That's right. Isn't that weird? I never heard of that. It was called, what did I say? Oh, milk punch. Would you like some milk punch? So funny. Yeah. That's different, right? It's different. Eggnog. I never was an egg. Okay, how many of y'all like eggnog in there? Put yes or no. I never liked the eggnog. People with rum in there, that would just be so heavy on your stomach. I don't know. A lot of people like that stuff. Will Fox said, "Heck," he said, "Hell yeah, I like eggnog." And Bill says, "No, I'm with you, Bill. Ugh, ugh. You know, I can only handle I can eat eggs, for breakfast, but only one egg, not 2 or 3 eggs. Otherwise, my stomach gets upset. But I like eggs, but scrambled eggs. Usually get scrambled. What eggs do you guys like? Do you like the scrambled or you like the easy? What do they call it? Over easy. Over easy eggs or scrambled. I kind of like scrambled eggs. I add a little milk to my scrambled eggs. And Bill says over easy. Okay. All right. Yeah, I like my little breakfast with tater tots. I like to put tater tots instead of, because it's all the same, as the hash brown. So what flies depends if I have toast or not. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, let's go on to the next one. In the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what made the other reindeer not let Rudolph join in any reindeer games? And Cowboy says, I like my eggs and cake. There you go. There you go. In the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what made the other reindeer not let Rudolph join in any reindeer games? What was glowing, though? His nose. That's right. Will Fly said his nose, and Bill said the glow. That's right. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even hear it glow. All of the other reindeer. Okay, enough of that. It takes me back growing up. Oh, it was so fun to sing those songs. What do people traditionally put on the top of a well, Foss, I kind of like that. What do people traditionally put on the top of a Christmas tree? Olive was my favorite reindeer. That's funny. Olive was your favorite reindeer? Who's Olive? Olive? Angel or star? That's right, Will Fly. Yep. It says, what do people traditionally put on the top of a Christmas tree? Angel or star? Yes, yes. Some people put cowboy hats up there, but yeah, I don't even have a Christmas tree up because I told you, my Miss Molly, I haven't put a Christmas tree out since I got Molly, and that was 2022. So, because she's a little stinker. And it's not worth it, end up taking her to the vet because she's eating the ornaments off the tree. Olive, the other reindeer, used to go off. I knew that was coming, Greg. I knew that was coming. Oh my God. Such a jokester. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. I like to say that. You're killing me, Smalls. Amongst holy moly, right? And anywho, all my favorite sayings, gotta keep it funny. See, now Will Fuzz, okay, now that's funny. What do people oh no, I already said that, sorry. Which country started the tradition putting up Christmas trees? Do you know? What country started the tradition of Christmas trees? Pretty interesting, I didn't know this. So every time Scuba says no, blaming the cat. Germany will fly for 50 points. Yes, will fly. See, if I was like giving out prizes, you'd win up for the Wiener Nutsch. Put it. I can't say it. That's German. Wiener Nachten. Yes. put a tree up. I have just I've got a tree. It's in my closet, Scooby. It's just a little tree. It's a tabletop, little tabletop. I might try. I'll try. I have a little tree. I do have a small tree. It's in my closet. So I know I should, right? You guys are all talking me into it. Okay, what was the first artificial tree made from? Greg says Vinachten. Yes. Vinachten. That's hard. So Greg, you telling me that you speak German? Does Greg speak German? Willfly says cloth. Nope. This will surprise you. What the first, I know some of them, they say like fruit, right? They put fruits on there. Greg Lane says, look at Willfly with the Christmas spirit. I know, right? That's right. Non-cloth. So you were all in the Christmas spirit tonight. That's why we're doing the trivia, right? We're doing the Christmas trivia. Aluminum? Nope. I don't even know how they did this. Y'all ready for the answer? No lead. No lead. It's weird. I didn't I was surprised at this. They did make trees out of food. All right, you guys ready for the answer? Anybody can guess it? Plankton. Goose feathers. They made the tree, the first artificial tree was made from goose feathers. So they had to kill a geese. They had to kill a geese to decorate the tree. That's sad. Artificial trees were made out of wood. I don't know, but this one says goose feathers. I can't imagine. Poor goose. So you got a bunch of geese running around with no feathers. You got bald geese, right? Because all their feathers are on a Christmas tree. Cowboy said, no, just pluck it. Oh, man. Yeah, poor geese. That's terrible. I'm going to have to look up and see what that picture looks like. Goose feather tree, yes. Okay, here's some fun one. This is an Elvis trivia. Yeah, this is Elvis. Remember we talked about Elvis last week? That was fun. I mean, my chat just took off when we started. I mean, my chat was blowing up when we talked about Elvis. So make sure you're putting some Christmas emojis in the chat. I want to see some Christmas emojis. While I'm taking a drink of water. Throw some emojis in there. Pink Cadillac. I love that song. Riding in my pink Cadillac. Riding down the road or something, my pink Cadillac. All right. What is Elvis Presley going to have instead of a white Christmas in his famous song? Y'all know this one. What is Elvis Presley going to have instead of a white Christmas in his famous song? Good, I'm seeing emojis. Let's put them in there. Blue Christmas. Ding, 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 ding. Good job, Greg Laney. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. That's all I know. That's such a sad song, right? The Blue Christmas. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I don't know the rest. You guys know the rest of the words to that? Cause I'll have a blue, blue Christmas. There we go. That's when he got his suede shoes on. It was inspirational. That's right. A scuba blue Christmas. I love that. Yep, I put that question in here just so I could sing that song. Yes. So anybody that's just joining tonight, we're talking Christmas trivia tonight because this whole month we've been talking about Christmas, and I've been having so much fun with this show and with y'all talking Christmas, putting Christmas emojis, in the chat makes me happy, and just doing trivia stuff. And I don't know why that's on there. I don't want that. Okay. I lost my I lost me. Where am I? Got to put me back on there. I'm playing with my phone here. Close all. There we go. Now we got to go like that. Boop. There we go. I don't know what the heck. Bixby. What's that Bixby stuff? They're always trying to get me to sign up for stuff. Greg Laney, if this was a music channel, you would be going viral. I know, right? He's crushing on the vocals. Oh, I don't know. It's been a while since I've done karaoke. But my voice is, it's not all it's not too crackly tonight. Yeah, the songs are just kind of flowing out of me tonight. I don't know why. I think it's because I drank my iced coffee earlier this afternoon. So they say, iced coffee is dehydrating, and I didn't really drink any ginger ale before the show either, because they say that dehydrates. So most people use Google. I use Will Fly for my knowledge. Yeah, Will Fly's the walking Google-ist. And so is Cowboy. Okay, you ready for the next one? I'm having so much fun. Thank you so much. Thank you, watchers, viewers, YouTubers out there. I know you're out there. I know you're watching. And I just want to say thank you, subscribers. Thank you for viewers checking out my show, even if you don't jump in the chat. I know you're watching it, but please hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button, when you watch it. And I love what I'm doing. I love you guys. I'm not for everybody because I just do my thing, right? Everybody does their thing when they do their shows. So, but I just love it. Oh no, John, really? You have a tornado warning? No way. The temperatures are dropping quickly here. I mean, by the morning, it's going to be cold, brutally cold. The snow's all melted. It's crazy. John, I saw that on the radar, John. Oh, be careful. Be careful. All right. So here's the next one. Per modern holiday tradition, what spy hides in homes to report to Santa about naughty or nice behavior? The foot launcher's dream. Yeah. The foot launcher's dream, flying in a tornado. Let's see. Elf on the Shelf. That's right. Who said Elf on the Shelf? Greg Laney. Yes. Will Fly said Mom and Dad. That's right. Elf. I don't have an Elf on the Shelf. Crazy. Good job. Love that. I love that. Yes. All right. We're going to go with, we're going to talk almost 60 here now. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at my computer. It says 44. It's 44 degrees. We're going to talk fruitcake facts. Fruitcake facts. Say that fast 3 times. Fruitcake facts. Fruitcake facts. Fruitcake facts. See, now if you say it really fast, fruitcake facts, really fast, it can come out saying something else, right? Say fruit cake facts really fast. Will Fly said that was that. Oh my God, I'm getting cross-eyed here reading the chat. Yes. I'm like 5 minutes behind, very confused. It's okay, Munchkin. I get confused too. No, I was going to read fruitcake facts, right? Who likes fruitcake? Who likes to eat fruitcake? Anybody? I don't. I don't like fruitcake. Tell me if you like fruitcake. Oh, Wolfly said Munchkin, it's because you're too short. Robert's in the chat. I didn't see Robert. It's supposed to have 60-mile-power winds. We won't even get a wing to fly. Me and you both got little legs. ParaglidingTalk.com is in the house. What's up, Robert? Fruitcake is gross. ParaglidingTalk.com. I should have had you be my guest tonight, Robert. But I know you're a very busy man. So I'm just happy to have you here. Munchkin said fruitcakes makes a good what? Makes a good holiday doorstop. Yeah, there you go. And Paragliding Chalk said, hey, Mom. And Cowboy said, Robert was hiding. And Munchkin says, but how about them elbows, huh? Will fly. Munchkin, how about those elbows, huh? That's funny. No, I got bony elbows. You just can't see with my sweater on. I got bony elbows. Little bitty wrists. Want to see my wrists? I got little wrists. See? I got little tiny wrists. That's my owie that Molly gave me. But I got, see, look at my wrists. Look at my teeny weeny wrists. I just got teeny weeny wrists. See, there's my wrist. Hold on the camera. Yeah, see, bony. Really bony. I'm very veiny. Very, very veiny. So when I get blood work done tomorrow, they have no problem finding my veins. It's like, bringing out the body parts. Munchkin says, sharp as, what did she say? Sharp as ever, Will. So yeah, it says a family in Michigan preserves a fruitcake baked in 1878 over. They have a fruitcake that's 145 years old. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Robert, who used to give us fruitcake? Used to bring fruitcake over all the time. Maybe it was Grandma Joyce, right? I have bony elbows and chicken ankles. There you go. Yeah. We have the same elbows, I'm sure. Yes, I do. I have bony elbows too. Yes. But yeah, fruitcake, 145 years old. Holy moly, right? Holy fruitcake. I did some more. I thought I did a little more trivia on the fruitcake. Maybe I missed. Oh, here we go. I had to go to the next page. They have a fruitcake that was 106 years old. Fruitcake from Robert Falcon Scott. He has a fruitcake that was 106 years old. So I'm jumping around with my notes here. Okay, here's another. I forgot. I still have more trivia here. So we're going from fruitcake to trivia. Holy moly. I know, I'm all over the place. Night, John. Be safe, okay? Merry Christmas. God bless. We love you, man. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you after Christmas, right? I'll see you after Christmas. Paragliding Talks is 106 years ago. Mom was born. Did you all see that, what Robert said about me? Do you hear what he's talking? That's when I was born. Thanks, son. I love you too. Love you too, man. Will Fly says I've got one in my freezer that's 4 years old and it's gonna stay there. Ugh, yeah. Okay, in the classic film, It's a Wonderful Life, who played George Bailey in It's a Wonderful Life? I'm doing a trivia here. In the classic film, The Wonderful Life, who played George Bailey? Wonderful Life. I haven't seen that movie like forever. This is an easy one. Yep. Jimmy. That's right. Jimmy Stewart, right? Jimmy Stewart. Yes. Yep. Jimmy Stewart. That's a good movie, right? What is the name for the Christmas song? Oh yeah, here now. The original name, Fire Bills, is Barrymore. Barrymore. You mean like what's his name? What's Barry? What's that one song? Barry. What's that guy that sings Barrymore? What's his last name? Wait, I'm thinking now. That one singer. Because I can't smile without you. Chuck Berry. No, not Chuck Berry. I can't think now. He's saying, yeah, it's Barrymore. What was his first name? Oh my gosh. Barry Manilow. Thank you. Thank you, Will Fly. Thank you. Yes, Barry Manilow. Yes. About Oh Mandy, I Miss You. And he has some good songs. Coco Cabana. At the Copa. Coco Cabana. The highest in Rafa. At the Copa. Coco Cabana. They fell in love. No, I haven't been hitting the eggnog. I promise. Okay, so what is the German name for the Christmas song, Oh Christmas Tree? Greg, you know this one. The old geezer. He's old, it's right. He's still doing Vegas shows, though. Bless his heart, right? What's the German name for the Christmas song, Oh Christmas Tree? Mom used to run a karaoke machine. Yeah, I ran my own karaoke show. I sure did. Hey, oh, look who's back. Look who's back, a blast from the past. Hey. What are you doing? What are you doing? Say hi, Molly. Say hi, Molly. Oh, boy. Yeah, she woke up from her nap. Yeah, so it's called Tannenbaum. It's called the Tannenbaum. I know, I miss karaoke. Remember we used to do karaoke at the Moose Lodge? Yes. Oh, Tannenbaum. Yes. See, Munchkin got it. Let's move on to the next one, because the very last thing I'm going to read you The Night Before Christmas. In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? Will Fly says, wait, what? What made Frosty come to life? Greg says, I used to sing that in Germany back in the day. Yes, Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal. Yep, Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day. Okay, I'll stop. So we said, let's run. And then you put in the chat, have some fun. I'm going to get copyrighted. Before I melt away. I can go on now with that song. I never forget the words of Frosty the Snowman. Are you kidding? Yeah. The old silk hat. All right, here's the next one. We're getting down to the wire here. How many reindeer does Santa have in the poem Nicholas, not including Rudolph? How many reindeer does Santa have? Yep, when they put the hat up on his head. That's right. How many reindeer does Santa have? Put in the chat. 11? Nope. Nope, less than that. Ooh, Robert, you're close. There's 8. Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall, right? The most famous reindeer of all. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay, so I could go on and on. But did I tell you all the fruitcake facts? Right? Let's see. It says here, 1910 Arctic expedition was founded in 2017 in excellent condition, nearly edible. So there was a 106-year-old fruitcake that was still edible. Paraglide Talk says, I win. It's 9 when you add Rudolph. You're not supposed to add Rudolph. It says not including Rudolph. Paraglidingtalk.com. Yeah. Yes. So the fruitcake ingredients: candied fruits, nuts, spices, and often soaked in alcohol, evolved in the Middle Ages in Europe as dried fruits. Paragliding Chalk says he won. Okay, you won. You'll always be a winner in my eyes, Robert. You are. Then they said, the Middle Ages in Europe as dried fruits and spices became more available with trade. By the 16th century, cheap sugar from the Americans allowed for better preservation to make the fruitcakes more delicious and popular and all that stuff. I never heard of a fruitcake being popular, I've known some fruitcakes in my life. You know what I mean? I've known some fruitcakes, but we've all known some fruitcakes. Come on, admit it, right? We have fruitcakes in the family, fruitcake friends, fruitcake ex-friends, all that stuff. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny. All right. Now, Scuba says, yeah, right. If you don't include Rudolph, he ain't flying anywhere. That's true. Names, please. Yes. All right. Okay. So let's all gather around. Okay. And grab a chair and your beanbag and all that. And I'm going to read you The Night Before Christmas. All right. Y'all ready? The Night Before Christmas? All right. Let's get started. Because we all have things to do tonight, right? And I call it sleep. All right. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window, and I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. And then in a twinkle I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn like a bow, and a beard on his chin was as white as snow. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Why did I get teary-eyed reading this? Because it's so sweet. It's so sweet. And I just knew in my heart that I had to read the Christmas story. And I'm going to make this tradition. I'm going to save this. And next year, we do Christmas shows. I'm going to read the Christmas story again. Yeah. So I had to do that for y'all. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this for next year. I looked it up because I can't print everything out. So I looked it up and I just wrote everything down today. My fingers are falling out. So yes. So with the closing, I just want to say, I try not to get emotional, but I'm telling you, you all mean the world to me. You all mean the world to me. Uh, you know, everybody that's come on my show the last, couple years, right? When all the guests that came on, Greg Laney, I had so many cool guests stop by that took the time out of their busy day when I first started my show. And I just have to say thank you, to everybody. And so I just want to say a big heartfelt thank you to all the amazing chatters who donated prizes for Lindy's Treehouse, from awesome socks and everything in between. Your generosity makes these events so special and brings so much joy to the community. You all rock. You all rock. So I have to say shout out to Will Fly, Angela and Tony, Scooby and Munchkin, Robert, and Gypsy. Of course, Linda Kramer, she'd print out all those stickers, right? Paragliding talk, not paragliding talk. She printed out all those Lindy Treehouse stickers for me, right? And I still have them. And I can't forget my people that helped get me started doing this show, right? And that was JD and Scooby-Doo. Really helped me through everything. And then donating the socks and everything. And then Robert, the stickers, the Paragliding Talk stickers. And then Munchkin, Scooby getting me socks. And Will Fly donated socks. And Angela and Tony donated socks. So I'm very, very blessed. And Will Fly, so Merry Christmas, everyone. May you remember the true meaning of the very special holiday. That's right. So Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year to you and everyone out there. Okay. Wishing you all joy, rest, and a wonderful things ahead in 2026. So much blessings to everybody, right? Many blessings. You all enjoy family. Life's too short, right? And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being here. Thursday nights mean the world to me. You all mean the world to me. And don't forget, I don't know if Scooby's having a show tomorrow night. Scooby-Doo usually has a show on Friday nights, Scuba Babes. Hang out with Scooby. And I'm not sure if they're having a show or not. And so that's up to him. And because it is holiday, we got holiday parties and all that stuff. So, and then we have Tuesday night. We have Shane. He has his show on Tuesday night, and with Will Fly and Nick J, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so we always have a really good time too. Everybody put some Christmas emojis in the chat. And I'm just, like I said, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to have all of you. And thank you so much. And may God be with you. Stay safe, okay? Hug your family and everything. And no Tuesday show. That's right. The first week in January. That's right. So everybody's just take a break, right? It's holiday. It's Christmas. Let's all take a break and just reflect. And y'all know I'm just a phone call away, okay? I'm just a phone call away. So anybody, you need to talk. You call, you vent with me. You can vent with me or whatever. I'm always here for you. And I always tell my kids too. I'm always here for you, both my boys. And Robert knows where to find me because I message him sometimes all day long. I just talk some weird things off the Facebook or whatever. So I love you, Robert. And I love Brian. Brian is my angel. Robert's my angel. Yeah, if it wasn't, I'm just going to say, I wouldn't be sober, it'll be 4 years in July next year, I'll be sober 4 years, and I couldn't have done it without my Lord and without Robert, Robert, that's it. And I did it. I quit drinking for me, not for anybody else. I just decided I don't want it anymore. And that was the end of it. So, that was just me and all that stuff. So anyway, I'm going to close the show down, and thank you so much. And I'm Paramount USA, and you're at Lindy's Treehouse, and I'm here every Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll let you know, but I'll see New Year's Day. Probably I'll do a show, on New Year's Day. I'll see what's going on, or whatever. I'll message you and everything, and I'll just do a quick show on New Year's Day. Not like I have to work the next day or something, right? And we'll just see how you're check in with everybody. I think that's a good idea. So New Year's Day it is. Yes. I'll probably hang with my son for a while, and then I'll be home in the evening. Probably do that. But it'll be good. I'm going to be at Ryan, so I'll be by myself and everything. Thank you, Bill. Bill said, good show tonight. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun. So I'm going to put little Santa away so Molly doesn't eat Santa's beard and all that stuff. But so I'm going to read something real quick. And it says, because I always close with this, look on the bright side and don't let adversity keep you from winning. Be yourself, because you are filled with special qualities that have brought you this far, and that will always see you through. See, I have to remind myself I got to remind myself every day that look at the bright side. Don't let adversity keep you from winning. Be yourself, because you are filled with special qualities that have brought you this far, and that you will always see you through. Keep your spirits up, make your heart happy, and let it reflect on everything you do. And don't forget to celebrate the small things, right? So celebrate you every day. So I love you. I love everybody. You're awesome. Got my fancy one glove thing. Finger. So me and Santa are going to say, ho, ho, ho. I'm going to say Merry Christmas. Love you bunches. This Santa is very special to me. Yes, very special. So me and Santa we're going to say good night, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that stuff, right? All right. Okay, night, everybody. Much love. Y'all be good, okay? Be nice to each other. Be nice. Okay, I'm looking for my mouse here. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. All right. I'm going to end the stream without taking everything down like I did last time. So much love. You know where I'm at. Only a phone call away, okay? We're always here for each other. And I know you all are only a phone call away, that we're all here for each other. So God bless everybody. God bless my viewers. My watchers, my lurkers, all my YouTubers out there. Thank you for following my show this whole year. I'm so grateful to have y'all. So every one of you matter, right? Every one of you matter. So that's what the show's about, because we all matter. It all matters. All right, I'm going to take my silly butt out of here, because I got to go. I got to get some sleep. I am way tired. I'm not used to these long days. Okay. I'm retired. Not supposed to have long days. So anyway. All right. Night, everybody. Merry Christmas. We'll chat later. And if I don't see you on the air, I'll see you in the air. Night, Robert. I love you. I love my son, Robert. Love you, Robert. Love y'all. Night, everybody. End the stream. Bye-bye.